Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into one of the best free, open source, and cross-platform video editors out there, Shotcut. If you're just starting your video creation journey or looking for a powerful tool that won't cost you a dime, you've come to the right place. In this tutorial, I'm going to walk you through everything you need to know, from your very first project to exporting your final masterpiece. So, let's get started. First things first, you'll need to download and install Shotcut. Just head over to shotcut.org, that's shotcut.org. The website will automatically detect your operating system, whether it's Windows, Mac, or Linux, and suggest the right version for you. Just click the download button, run the installer, and follow the simple on-screen instructions. Once it's installed, go ahead and open it up. When you first launch Shotcut, the interface might look a little intimidating with all its panels, but trust me, it's super customizable and easy to get used to. Let's break it down. At the top, you have your main menu bar with File, Edit, View, and so on. Below that, you'll see some key panels. The most important ones are the playlist, the timeline, the preview window, and the filters panel. If any of these are missing, don't worry. You can easily toggle them on or off from the View menu at the top. You can also click and drag these panels to rearrange them into a layout that feels comfortable for you. For this tutorial, I'll keep the playlist on the left, the preview in the center, and the timeline at the bottom. Alright, let's create our first project. In the New Project panel, which usually appears on the left, you can give your project a name. Let's call this one My First Video. Next, you need to set the video mode. This is really important because it determines your video's resolution and frame rate. A good rule of thumb is to set this to match your source footage. If you shot your video in 108op at 30 frames per second, you'd select HD 108op 30 fps from the drop-down. If you're not sure, you can leave it on automatic, and Shotcut will set it based on the first clip you add to your timeline. Once you've named your project and set the video mode, click Start. Now it's time to bring in our media files, our video clips, images, and audio. The easiest way to do this is to simply drag and drop your files from your computer's File Explorer directly into the playlist panel in Shotcut. The playlist acts as your media bin, holding all the assets you'll be using for your project. You can add as many video clips, audio tracks, and images as you need. Once they're in the playlist, you can double-click any file to view it in the preview window. This is a great way to check your clips before adding them to your main edit. With our media ready in the playlist, it's time to build our story on the timeline. The timeline is at the bottom of the screen, and it's where you'll arrange your clips in the order you want them to appear. To add a clip, just click and drag it from the playlist down into the timeline. When you drag the first clip, Shotcut will automatically create a video track labeled V1. You can continue dragging more clips onto this track, placing them one after another. You'll see thumbnails of your clips on the timeline, which helps you visualize your edit. You can zoom in and out of the timeline using the slider at the bottom right or by holding the Control key and using your mouse wheel. This is super helpful for making precise edits. Now let's talk about the basics of editing, trimming, and splitting. Let's say a clip is too long. To trim it, move your mouse to the beginning or end of the clip on the timeline. You'll see the cursor change to a red bracket. Just click and drag it inward to shorten the clip. This is a non-destructive process, meaning you can always drag it back out to restore the trimmed portion. What if you want to cut out a section from the middle of a clip? That's where splitting comes in. Move the playhead that's the vertical white line with a triangle at the top to the exact point where you want to make a cut. Then, you can either click the Split at Playhead button on the timeline toolbar. It looks like a rectangle split in two, or you can just press the S key on your keyboard. This will split the clip into two separate parts. You can then make another split and select the unwanted segment in the middle and press the Delete key to remove it. Shotcut will automatically ripple delete, meaning the clips after it will snap into place to close the gap. A good video needs more than just video clips. Let's add some B-roll and a music track. To add B-roll, which is secondary footage that you lay over your main footage, we need another video track. Right-click in the empty space below your V1 track and select Add Video Track. A new track, V2, will appear above V1. Now, you can drag a B-roll clip from your playlist onto the V2 track. Whatever is on the higher track will be visible. So, you can use this to show a different angle or illustrate what you're talking about. Adding music is the same process. Right-click in the track area and select Add Audio Track. An A1 track will appear. Drag your music file from the playlist onto this A1 track. You can trim it and adjust its position just like a video clip. Now, let's make our video a bit more dynamic with transitions and effects. The simplest transition is a cross dissolve. To create one, simply drag one clip on the timeline so it slightly overlaps with the clip next to it. You'll see a transition zone appear where they overlap. When you play it back, one clip will smoothly fade into the next. You can click on this transition zone and go to the Properties panel to change the type of transition. There are many to choose from, like barn door or wipe. For effects, which Shotcut calls filters, select the clip you want to apply an effect to. Then, go to the Filters panel. If it's not visible, remember to enable it from the View menu. Click the plus icon to add a filter. You'll see a huge list of both video and audio filters. Let's try a common one. Go to the video filters and search for color grading. Select it, and you'll see new controls appear in the Filters panel, allowing you to adjust the shadows, midtones, and highlights to give your video a specific look. You can stack multiple filters on a single clip to achieve complex effects. Adding text is another essential part of video editing. In Shotcut, text is also a filter. Select the clip you want to add text over, or if you want text on a black background, go to Open Other, select Color, and add a black color clip to your timeline. With the clip selected, go to the Filters panel, click the plus icon, and search for text. Simple. You can now type your text into the box that appears. You have options to change the font, size, color, and position right there in the filter settings. You can even add a background or an outline to make your text pop. Play around with the settings until you get the look you want. Once you're happy with your edit, the final step is to export your video. Go to the Export panel, which is usually on the left side. You'll see a long list of presets. For most online platforms like YouTube, the YouTube preset is a perfect choice. It automatically sets the right format, codec, and quality settings. Just select the YouTube preset and then click the Export File button. You'll be prompted to choose a name and a location to save your final video file. Click Save, and the exporting process will begin. You can monitor its progress in the Jobs panel on the right. Exporting can take some time, depending on the length and complexity of your video and the power of your computer, so be patient. And that's it. You've just gone from a blank project to a fully edited and exported video using Shotcut. We've covered setting up your project, importing media, basic trimming and splitting, working with multiple tracks, adding transitions, applying filters and text, and finally, exporting your masterpiece. Shotcut is an incredibly deep program with many more advanced features to explore, like keyframing for animation, but this foundation will get you well on your way to creating amazing content. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this tutorial was helpful and demystified the video editing process for you. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more tutorials and content creation tips. Happy editing, and I'll see you in the next one.